Man, I wish my kiln was in the house. I know. At least I have one. Okay. 90 degrees. Hey everybody, it's Audrey from Audrey Lynn Studios on the west side of Canada near Vancouver. Kiln opening. So this one was a slow cool program. You can find that on my blog on my website, but I also have it linked in the description below. And it goes to, this one went to 2200 and held for 10 minutes, and then down to 1900 held for 30 minutes. So let's get started. Small things first. Well, this was a refire. It's an ornament. And I have, it's one fire, usually. And it has stroke and coat, hot tamale, and I think this is green thumb. And so for those of you who don't know, I make my ornament, and then when they're bone dry, I pipe the stroke and coat on and put it in for one fire, and it's done. But this one, for whatever reason, had a bit of orange peeling. So I put it through again, and now it's perfect. So that's good. And then I have some gnomes. So I used soft white on the beard. So they didn't come out that white, but they're still very cute. So this one has peppered plum. And this one is just Norse. And this one is Norse, but then I put river birch once on there, passion flower. And then this one is firecracker jungle gem. And that one has old lace on the beard and has a little flower. I was just getting fancy. And this one is blue rutile with a little flower. So yeah, they're very fun. I have a few more coming through. I have one more firing after this, at least one more. So that's kind of fun. And then I made some angels. Okay, Sheila, I tried your angel. Okay, this is the first one. And so, you know, when you fold it and then you attach it on the back like that. So she turned out okay. This is 340 buff clay. It has 2 coats of soft white, and so all the texture shows. And yeah, she turned out cute, but my big man hands, they can't do it like you do yours, Sheila, so then I changed it up. I just did a cone with the angel's wings, half a circle, and so she's cute too. But I kind of wanted my wings a little bit smaller, so this is what she looks like on the back, and this is what she looks like on the front. It's my little process of angel making. But it started with Sheila. Thanks, Sheila. Thanks so much. And that's Cozy Ceramics Sheila. I will, I'll put a link down below. Okay, so in my last firing, which was the kind of failed copper float firing, I had put in this little bowl, and it's the Spectrum Textured Burgundy, and it, you know, you can see where it had kind of pulled away in there. And yeah, I wasn't impressed because really looking forward to using this glaze. Somebody said that they drained off the liquid off the top of that glaze, and that helped a lot. I think I'll just leave it open for a while and let it dehydrate a bit. But yeah, it's still funny looking. Wait a second. Gas guy. Poor dude. He can't hear at all. He can barely see, but he's got a pretty darn good sniffer. Okay, so where did I leave off? So what I did was just throw it back into this last firing with one coat of river birch. I could put another one of river birch on there. Yeah, I don't know what I'm going to do yet, but I will dehydrate that textured burgundy for sure. All right, and then oyster dishes. As many of you know, I sell the cutters for these, and the link to that will be in the description. I also have a make-along and a glaze-along for these now. So thank you for those people that asked for a make-along, because it got me getting it done. There you go. And yes, you can go see the glaze-along, but they are basically two soft white all over, and then three fog in those areas. And then right around here is blue rutile twice. And then the little pearl is 2 times snow. And sometimes when I get to it, I do the mother of pearl and it looks fabulous, but I can't always get to it. So that's just the way it is. So these don't stack, but if you make these, you can always use like something round and just make an impression in there, and then, you know, paint that little part white like a pearl, and then you will have them stack. Okay, this was also a refire. So in the last copper float firing, so you can see how it changed now that I've refired it. Oh, duty. Refired it. It changed to like almost a black timber sort of color. And this is Smoky Mountain Mist by Opulence. And it had a little bit of crawling in here, so I just put a little bit more glaze there and then refired it so it looks beautiful. And it's beautiful, but so interesting because I had a subscriber say, I thought it's supposed to look gray, not green. Well, so did I. And it's more like a green. So maybe that's because of slow cool. I don't know, but it came out greenish in the last firing, which was straight cone 6, 10-minute, 8-minute hold. It was greenish then too. Then I thought, well, this one went in, like no refire. This went into this firing, and it is also Smoky Mountain Mist by Opulence, and it is green for me. So, and then this is 2 times honey flax and 1 time river birch, and yeah, I think the Smoky Mountain Mist is over that, like in the rim here. So it's beautiful. I love it. But it's green. Okay, you've seen the little ginger house before. I just love it. I think it's sweet. And this is a template that I got off of Amazon, and Diana, a dear subscriber of mine, had told me about it. And this is just 2 times soft white on buff clay, 340, Plainsman 340 buff clay, and I love it. Yeah. And I'll put the link to that in the description below. And I did have another subscriber say, oh, try Himalayan salt. So I suspect that I should probably make it out of a white stoneware and then try Himalayan salt. But I may do that in the future. Like once the Christmas rush, maybe I'll make a few Christmas things just for myself. But anyway, I do love this. All right, then I made this little dish. So it is 340 buff clay. This form that I have is from Finn. I can't remember where they're from. I bought them quite a long time ago, but I do love that shape. And then I just put a little bowl here. The impression, I'm chuckling because I wanted this like mid-century snowflake look, and so I made a roller. I haven't made a lot of rollers, but I started, and it's just funny because this is the roller. Get a load of this. It just, it's not strong. So I just put it on my clay and rolled it like this. But I like it. I like the size, and I just need it to be, you know, thicker and sturdier. And then I need to find a way to make them so there's no seam in the pattern, and there isn't, but I worked hard at that. There's got to be an easier way. Anyway, I do love it. So what I did here was I used kiwi underglaze teal and wiped it back, and then I used 3 coats of Mako's white opal, and this is how I like to use white opal. I like how it's a little bit cloudyish over the texture. I mean, not always. Sometimes when you use underglaze transfers, you want to clear for sure. Or if you're doing a painting like my iris dishes or something, I want it clear. But I do like using it for this. So yeah, it turned out pretty good. Nice and flat. I was happy with that one. Okay, so I made a couple of these bowls, one smaller, one larger. And they are, and I can't remember where I saw it, but I thought, yeah, I want to try that. It's probably Instagram. And if I can find it, then I will, I'll link it, but no promises. So I threw the bowl and then made the spout, formed the spout, put a handle on it, and then put the herb strippers right there, and then made the garlic grater, ginger grater portion, section, whatever. So I made one for my sister and one for my friend. And what I put on the bottom here was 2 times white opal because I didn't want anything thick. When you make these, you want to make sure you don't rub this part too much of the texture off, because it needs to be a little bit sharp to grate your garlic, right? So it turned out good. And so that it's just 2 times honey flex, 2 times river birch. And I just kept it really simple with the glaze combo. I just wasn't going to take a chance on them not liking the color they got. So that's the little one. And this is the bigger one. Oh, so you can see here. Yeah. And this is good because she is a family of 4 or whatever. But I did the bottom on with a different tool, and I can't remember where I saw that either. This one feels sharper, so I'll take a picture for you. But yeah, same thing. You make your dressing or your sauce or whatever in there. I'm happy with them, so I'm going to make more for next year for sure, and put them in at Crowsberry Farms. I think they would go very well. Okay. This is a hand-built mug, and it is done on 340S, which is a speckle buff. And the roller I used is from Sue Butler, a 3D Commotion on Etsy. And I do have a make-along for this mug, for my hand-built mugs, and I do usually do this on purpose. And inside is Pottery Supply House, Nickelodeon. And here is Pottery Supply House wine, red wine, 3 times. And here is pumpernickel, 2 times, but then a 3rd time here. And I love it. I think it turned out great. Probably could have used 4 times on that red wine, but it looks fine. So really nice. Then I have 3 Kiln Ice mugs. And the first one is, what do these have inside? White opal inside. The first one is 4 times the Kiln Ice. This is Glacier Lake. And then this is 2 times alabaster, 1 times winterwood with some light flux. And that turned out nice. It's kind of cool right in here. I don't know if you can see that or not. Anyway. And then this one is also white opal on the inside with 4 times Kiln Ice. And then it's the 2 times honey flux, 1 time river birch. And then this is stroke and coat around the top. And I filmed this. So this was a GLAZE-A-LONG. And I will be putting that out shortly. My Blue Heaven. That's what's around the top. My Blue Heaven. Stroke and coat. So that matches very nicely. I like that. And the last Kiln Ice one is the 4 times Kiln Ice. And this is Nickelodeon by Pottery Supply House, 3 times. Now, where they meet, there's some little pits. And so I'll probably throw it back in. I like the way it looks, but I don't, there's pits definitely where they meet. And yes, do you see? So I'll throw that back in and see what happens. But I learned from the last time that I refired Kiln Ice that it came out really nice. Nothing happened to it, just came out the same way as I put it in, which is really great. So yeah, I like this Kiln Ice. I think it's going to be good too for some other applications. And so I'd like to try the other colors now. I do have another Kiln Ice mug coming in the next firing because I wanted to use the whole pint during Christmas. It's a wintry kind of glaze, right? So, but what I did with that one is put underglaze on the mug and then put the ice on top. So I'm curious to see what that looks like. I think that'll be really pretty. All right, and the last piece is 370 white stoneware. Inside is 3 times white opal, 3 times soft white by Spectrum. And I did slip trail these trees. And now just to make sure I get it right here, I've got the map. So, and I have actually a GLAZE-A-LONG for this. I did it a long time ago on a mug. So there is a GLAZE-A-LONG, and in the GLAZE-A-LONG, there's actually wrought iron on the bottom. But I didn't have a lot of height here, so I just kind of left the wrought iron out. But all the trees are emerald by Mako, and they are ×2. And then on top of the trees is 2 times Northern Woods by Mako. And when I did the Northern Woods, it was just like brushing it on here and there. The emerald covered the whole tree and just over, but the Northern Woods I just did here and there. And then the sky part is Mako's Glacier, and it is ×3. And then on the rim is Light Flux, ×1. Came out very pretty. I love it. I like to make I like making these slip-trailed trees. So I think that in January, I'll make some more, or now in December, so they're ready in January. It's a nice winter mug. And then these trees are great for like camping mugs and so on. So. Okay, so my next push a potter to 1,000 installment is all my UK friends that are under 1,000. So sorry, Jeanette, you lose. So we have Kay at Mud Souls, and I will put their links below, and Lucy at West 2 Ceramics, Maxine at Collie Pit Pottery, I think it's pottery, and Sarah Hallam, Ceramic Stokie Potter. So I will put all of those in the description below, and thank you so much for subscribing, or at least checking them out. Okay, my friends, thanks for hanging out with me. Give a thumbs up if you liked it, leave a comment, and see you soon with another kiln opening. Peace out. Oh, that GLAZE-A-LONG is coming.